Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kamau. Yes, I'm usually looking this pretty, like a bag of money. All the time, like all the time. Anywho guys, please, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing something different, and today we are starting. Lusungu imeanza kwa intro, jamani. So today I am starting something different, something I'm really passionate about, and is something that I've been thinking about for the longest time, and I've been bashing it out of my mind. Like, please, back of my mind, go back to where you came from, like go back. And today I just decided, let's start. If it doesn't work out, at least I started. If it fails, we redo it again, or we just say YOLO. Bye sweetie, we started, it didn't work out, so okay. So for the longest time, or in my life, I'm usually attracted to people we can have deep conversations. Like we can talk about how are we going to make money, how are we going to change our businesses, how are we going to change our relationship, how are we going to impact each other as friends, as baes, as yes, how are we going to impact each other. And those deep conversations, I feel like after I have those long deep conversations, they usually impact me, and they usually just change the way I think about things. And that's why I decided to start this platform. I stopped, there's a lot of usually in this thing. I was avoiding to start this thing because I felt like I didn't have the right number, or I didn't have a platform whereby I have a large crowd. And as we start this, so I hope this gets to change our lives, we get to impact each other. And it's basically, for me, it's more of a youth empowerment. We need to empower each other. I want to start this platform because I've always wanted to speak my 2 cents on different things, and nimechoka kujiongelesha, like nimechoka kujiambia, unajua how politicians why to like this fucked up education system. Like, I'm tired of speaking to myself. I want people my age, people older than me, people younger than me, just to have a space where they can come and just get that ile startup, ile gear, to start up a new week, to just do something different with their lives. Because if this is what God called me to do, I am tired of bashing it out of my life. I am tired of pushing it away. I am tired of speaking to myself in my room. So I shall be calling it 2 cents with Liz. I pray to God that I shall be able to upload this video every Tuesday. We shall be having an episode of 2 cents with Liz. This platform, we shall be talking about employment, because I feel like kwanza employment, we were brought up in a society where unazaliwa, you go to school, after you've gone to school, you get a job. Sweetie, I believe like only 5% of us are able to get a job immediately after you finish school. Immediately after you finish campus, you get a job that inaendanisha na career yako. I feel it's like only 5%. And this is where, I feel like this is where most of us just get lost. Because imagine umesoma hiyo miaka yote. For example, you're in vet school and you've gone to school and umesoma for 5 years. Then after you're done with 5 years, or you're in med school 5 years, then hakuna kazi. Like you tarmac. And some of us are so rigid. We do not want to change. Like we do not want to flex. Nilifanya med, so lazima niandikwe kama daktari. We need to change that mentality. We need to be flexible. History ya rigidity, ati cause mimi nilienda shule nikafanya architecture, so lazima nikuwe nimeandikwa kazi ya architecture. We need to change that. Another thing we need to talk about is business. I feel like when I was growing up, my parents were never so much about business. My parents were like, Wajiro, Odhome, go to school and get employed. We most of us were not brought up in families where they are running businesses. We were not brought up, and this is one thing that we as youth need to take up, like need to embrace so fast. The fact that uko na hiyo biashara yako. Let me tell you, I was talking to my brother the other day, and he was like, what job can a youth start with 1,000 bob? Imagine there are so many businesses you can start with 1,000 bob. And there's something I was listening to a guy from South Africa. He's called Vusi. And Vusi was like, if you want to make money, there are two things you're supposed to throw. Unaona, unastahili kutupa kwa bin na uite mtu wa takataka akuje abebe na apeleke so far from your city or so far from your house. Is shame and pride. If you have shame and pride, sweetie, there's no way you're going to make money. Because tulianza na employment. You're done with school, employment imekosekana. The only thing you can venture into is either you get into a business, and you're still young. You do not have millions and millions to start mind-blowing kind of businesses. So you just have like probably 1,000 bob. Just like my brother was asking me, what can 1,000 bob start? Imagine you can start selling sweets. Apo inje kwenu. Or go to the market, get groceries. Get nyanya, kitungu, hohos, such things, and start selling them to your neighbors. Or even buy fruits and start selling them to your neighbors. One thing I know about the food industry. Wait at the food industry. Luzungu. One thing I know about food industry is that hakuna siku watu watalala njaa. Hakuna siku watu watalala njaa wakiwa na pesa. So if you're selling onions, kwanza kitunguu ni very hard people to cook without kitunguu, nyanya, such things. You can go to your market with even 500 shillings and that thing, it makes you another 500 shillings. That's another job. I feel like if you remove shame and pride, you can always make lots and lots of money. Another thing we'll be talking about here is money. Money in relationships, money in our friendships, money in our lives. I feel so many people say, money is the root of all evil. But let me tell you, poverty is the root of all evil. And there's a book I was reading, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the one for financial IQ. He's called Robert Kiyosaki, yes. And this is one thing he said, that money is not important. Ni sawa, tumekubali. Money is not important. Money is the root of all evil. But do you know money affects every important decision that you make? Money will impact why someone will fly to Mombasa, and money will also affect money will also affect the decision why someone else will even not go to that Mombasa for a holiday. Yes. So let's embrace that money is a good thing. So kama uko hapo nje unasemanga unajua do bad thing, sweetie,
go and sit down.
From today, embrace money. Another thing we shall start talking here, and I feel like us as youth, ni lazima tuanze kuongea kuhusu politics. For the longest time, I don't want to go into these topics, but let me talk about politics a little bit. Because I feel like for the longest time, sisi kama youth, we are always used for the wrong reasons. During elections, tunatumia tu for the wrong reasons. One main reason why we are usually used for the wrong reasons is because we do not know our value. That's one reason. Two, we are always idle. Sasa, let's go back to our businesses thing and employment thing. If you are employed, I don't think you'll have time to go and do weird things that some of the politicians make us do during elections. I don't think so. Number two, if you have your business, imagine kama uko na hiyo business yako, even unapika mandazi hapo, hakuna mtu atakuja akuambie, twende hivi, time ya elections. You'll be like, sweetie, even doesn't ina put food on my table every single day, so I'm not available. The main reason why we are usually used for the wrong things is cause one, we are idle, like tumekaa tu. So atamsia akikuja kupea punch, uko like sawa twende nikafanye nini, twende nifanye nini, which I feel like should stop completely. If we get ourselves businesses that will keep us busy, hata our politicians wakikuja in our lives, tutakuwa like, first, agenda yako ni gani? Like, what will you do for me? Kama mimi nauzanga sukuma pale hivyo, when it rains, it gets really muddy. I want you to make that road so that my customers will still come to me ata kukinyesha. You see, our mindsets will really change if we start taking things in a different way. And when we know our value, ata hawa watu watatuogopa. because tutakuwa too upfront. If your agenda does not impact my life, I don't think I'll vote for you. We'll stop even voting for the wrong leaders, because I feel we are usually voting for the wrong leaders because alikuja akakupatia 500. Hiyo 500 ya 2017 ndo unakula hadi sahi. Hiyo unga moja mlipatiwa ndo sahi bado mnasonga nayo ugali kwa hao. I don't think so. So we need as youth to start talking about politics and talk about them and know our values such that nobody, and I mean nobody, will come and just talk nonsense to us that we're involved in such nonsense. Let's get ourselves busy. Wacha watu waone tumejua value yetu hadi wakikuja kwetu wanatuogopa. Another thing we need to talk about is families. I feel like there have been a lot of toxicity in families, in parents, in siblings, and it affects some of us so badly that it affects our thinking, it affects our jobs, it affects our energies, it affects how even value ourselves. It really, really affects us. We'll be talking about these things. Another thing is relationship. Here we have friendship, na ile ya boy girl. And there's a lot. I feel like we have normalized a lot of evil, and that's where we are nini tunasuffer a lot. Hii topic ya relationship tutaiventure, and for me on this platform I will be talking about the boy and the girl, because I feel like in as much as sahi kwa society yetu the girl is alini ghost alinifanyia, I feel like if we raised our kids as kings, and from the word go, I tell my son, you are a king. Know your value. This is what you're worth. Hatutakuwa tunaongelelea hizi vitu in a few years ati boy flani alighost mse mwingine, sijui nani alifanyia mse mwingine. Yani, I feel like these are things we can handle. If you're a parent, these are things you need to handle from the word go. Teach your son to be a king. Teach your daughter to be a queen. Stop settling for less. Imagine being single is not a disease. It's not. Another thing we need to talk about is education, because I feel like our education system is kind of effed up. Effed up a big time. It's effed up a big time. And another thing that I feel like now is affecting our society in a very big way, it's sex. Because I was discussing this with a friend of mine, and she was like, you know, as parents, wazazi wetu waliachia walimu, they left the duty of to the teachers to teach us about sex. When you go to school, the teacher doesn't want to talk to you about sex. Our pastors expect that the teachers will talk to us about sex. So we end up, us as youth and millennial generation, and even people younger than me, end up learning different things from the internet. I feel like this is the very main reason why there's a lot of young pregnancies right now. Because sisi wote, sai time ime pop up, sisi wote tuko like, oh, that is so evil. How dare them do that? Those are the faces we are making right now. But you're a parent, sai umeka home, or you're an older sibling na sai umeka home na mse younger than you, tell them, usipo have sex up to 18 years hautakufa. I feel like even sex, people should have sex after they are 18 years. Come get me, niko kwetu, come get me. Because I don't see, and let's tell our kids, like I usually tell my niece, like that sperm is not an yogurt. If you do the wrong thing, if you fornicate, imagine you'll get pregnant, and every choice has a consequence. Let's be upfront. Let's talk about this thing, kabisa. Let's tell our kids. I'm hearing even kids 10 years old, they're getting pregnant. And all those men who are getting 10-year-old girls pregnant. Shame on you, manze. Shame on you. Because I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Disgusting. At most disgusting. So let's talk about it. Come on, mzazi uko home. If you're an older sibling, tell your brothers, tell your sisters. Immediately they sleep with a girl, the girl is bound to get pregnant. Historiati 10 people below even 18 years to start using protection. Why are you having sex in the first place? Why are you fornicating in the first place? Why? How idle are you? you have education, yani uko na education system ingine imekukapture hivi, and you still thinking about it. You know, when you're after 18, you're a grown up, you're an adult, hata unaweza enda jela. But 10 years old, honestly, 11 years old, 12 years old, I don't get it. So guys, that's basically all we shall be doing today. I was just doing an introductory. I was just doing an introduction on everything we shall be talking about. Okay guys, I hope this platform just uplifts us as youth and just makes a difference, because I feel like we need to know our value as youth. We need to be vocal. Hakuna story ati after 2 years after tumeenda elections, watu wanasema anakafata tagia votireke modoke. Where were you? Like, why did you do it at the first place? We need to impact ourselves in the right way, and we need to mentor ourselves. I was watching something on Instagram the other day, and the lady was complaining that people who are in the industry, they're not impacting others, they're not advising others. We are living in a society whereby ni changu ni changu, chako ni chako, jitafutie mwenyewe. But we need to help each other. In as much as our wako huku juu hawatusaidii, sisi wenye tuko huku chini, we can still impact each other's life and change each other's life and just change how we think about things. Let's speak, let's be vocal, let's mentor each other. Imagine you don't need a mentor mwenye ako 50 years, mwenye ako na experience sijui nini. Au hataki kutuona juu wanaona si ni competition. No, let's mentor each other, let's support each other, let's hold each other's hand, and let's do this. Guys, I hope you guys will enjoy this journey with me, and I hope you guys also enjoyed this video, and I hope it impacted you in a different way today. And thank you so much for watching. See you on my next episode, guys. Bye.